right.
It's disgraceful. Really.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this snake off the
no.
screen. You could enjoy this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's up with Sean?
It's just disappointing. I'm not even upset. I'm just sad. Really.
Just as soon as he's out the country, he's just leaving it all behind. It's kind of rough, isn't it? I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. I think this could be all 3 maps. I do think FaZe are, looking pretty good. But obviously, you wonder with Exist in the lineup, and then with FNS on the other side. It introduces a level of uncertainty.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing with these two teams is even some of the matches that we've seen FaZe play online leading up to this event has not looked good, and it's been the same for Cloud9, so it's kind of hard to dictate where they are, so there is just that level of uncertainty. I know from talking to Exist over at in Copenhagen at a little birthday celebration for Kerrigan, he's kind of looking at his time at FaZe and just saying, I have something to prove. At the same time that he's kind of been here and he's kind of learning some tricks for in-game leading from Kerrigan, because he probably acknowledges that if Olaf comes back and he has to go to a new team, it's not going to be a star player, right? It's going to be an in-game leader. So he's learning from Kerrigan in that regard, but he's also saying, I have to prove that I still have the individual level to win, and he knows that. So I'm kind of excited to watch his kind of time on this team and see what he's able to put forth, because I still think he's immensely talented, and his kind of time in NIP is not indicative of what he can produce.
I have to agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, big welcome. It's Cloud9 versus FaZe here. Best of 3, day 2 of DreamHack Masters in Marseille, and it's going to be a straight rush onto the bomb side with Rush, in fact, leading the charge, which seems fitting only. Looking for the headshot, going to take down Nico. Exist will fall next. Tarek to pick that one up. Now we're definitely begun. It's going to be another kill in favor of Cloud9. A clean sweep right into that B-bomb site. No one there to stop them. And Rain not checking their corner. He's going to go down. Well, what can you say about that, Moses? Yeah,
just, I mean, that's just a very high-octane strategy from Cloud9, isn't it? Just super simple. That's one thing they've done so well, no matter if it's Tarek or FNS, is keep the strategy simple, focus on the trades, focus on those opening kills, and Rush provides yet again. Not really too strong of a challenge from FaZe either, playing back from the bomb sites, not playing inside of it. Cloud9's able to steal one away. And now we're going to have... This is actually... FaZe is going to have to be careful about that, because those kind of strategies are going to come out quite frequently throughout this T-half.
Yes, they are. And that's a good reason why. Sometimes teams fall into this weird funk where they just can't defend that B-bomb site, and they lose like, 5 or 6 rounds and a half just to that.
And it's ooh, look at this pop flash. And they're going to be not able to clear out Rain. That's a good opening kill, but not able to build. And it's really important that FaZe shows they can stop the B-hit, because if you think of one of the most impressive players FaZe has on a map like Overpass, it's frequently been Rain in those bathrooms. He's an absolute monster. He can sometimes hold this half of the map all on his own if he's having the right game. So if FaZe can't stop the B-bomb site, then that's a big piece of the puzzle that Cloud9 can just avoid or will never have to go towards. Automatic, there's a shotgun in his face.
Oh, God.
And it takes it clean off.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. And there's a headshot from Nico. It's not even surprising anymore. Nico and the Steagle is just absolutely legendary. He has such a high hit rate with it. It's going to be 3 on 2 now. Nico turning around. The timing couldn't be worse, unfortunately, for him. And he's going to be going down. So now 2 on 2 with the bomb down. Early use of the Molotov. Not really going to be slowing anyone down all that much. They've picked up an AK and the shotgun's still in use. Obviously, no armor and no kit means it's still very hard to win this round if you're FaZe. You've already done a fair bit of damage. So the question becomes, do you just look for a couple of exits? Maybe steal another AK-47, but I feel like retaking it and getting the defuse is going to be almost impossible. Positions are great.
Yeah, they really are. Doubled up as well, and that seals it right there. So just sticking around to see if they could get one frag, obviously, but not able to handle it. Nice job from Cloud9 recovering from a 2-on-3.
Just to follow up on your point about Rain, because I feel like there are a lot of players that are good at playing certain positions, but I actually feel like Rain on this particular map is like... It's sort of double trouble, because if you decide, okay, listen, Rain is really, really good at the bathrooms, today we're going to go somewhere else, he ends up playing aggressively. Like, he doesn't just stay around. He then sort of moves out, gets more information, ends up flanking to the B-bomb side. He's so hard to stop. Yeah,
he's one of those players who just... When he has that confidence, he's more than willing to kind of just rush along A on his own, right? And then he just shrinks the map. So yeah, he's so good at finding ways to have an impact, even if it's not coming directly at him. So that's something Cloud9 will have to keep their eyes on. This is pretty standard. Heavy presence towards that B-bomb site. Just march your way in and no resistance. Now the USPs coming down the stairs on their way. Automatic with the MAC-10, a chance to build up a boatload of money.
And could it be a flashbang in from a teammate? And party has begun at least a little bit. There are a lot of people waiting for him in here, and just too many to handle at the end, so not much of a giveaway, that MAC-10. I don't think FaZe is going to be celebrating just yet.
No, but you don't need to be taking this fight at the moment, do you? Although he's keeping him pinned down for FNS to come in for the flank, so here's the bonus money on the other MAC-10 building up, and Tarek's done a really good job of just not being exposed to too much danger, but now he could actually go down, and he's lucky to survive 4 HP. Wouldn't have been like a disaster or anything like that, but every little bit counts. 3-0 pretty quickly, pretty cleanly for Cloud9, and we'll see if FaZe can get back into it. Guardian's got the ult.
Yes, early on, obviously leaves him very low on utility, but that's fine. Overpass is a map where you can definitely count on getting some early hits with that sniper rifle. 4th round coming up here, and we'll see if they have what it takes to stop him. Obviously, he can be in a league almost of his own when he gets off to the right beginning, and he's got the right idea. Rushes on the other side. Oh, that's an uncharacteristic miss there coming out, and now they're sort of blocked in for a bit. Rain, with 1 good kill, gets a 2nd headshot, looking for a 3rd. They're still fighting him, and that might be a mistake. He's doing more damage to Skadoodle. Finally, the refrag comes in. It's a nice shot from Skadoodle. Still, you see what we're talking about.
It has begun. Rain, those are amazing shots. Those are just so clean, and you could see he starts to feel it, starts to try and chase down Skadoodle, gets those aggressive angles, so Cloud9 gets restricted immediately, losing 2 players. Control of long is in their way. I think FaZe, they have to focus on getting some players out of that staircase. They essentially have 3 players huddled up in the middle of the map, so it almost feels like they want to kind of be able to retake either one of the bomb sites, and it looks, if you're staring at the minimap, it almost feels like Automatic's either going to be on a very long flank or trying to create some kind of a fake now that they're at the end of long A, although I think Kerrigan's going to spot this out. Flashbang as he throws a nade. That does great damage on a Skadoodle, down to 22 health, but he just has to delay, has to buy some time, and they're actually falling away from this. There's 30 seconds, and I don't think there's a chance this works.
No.
Not a lot of time, and they don't have control. They haven't cleared anything out.
And Exist will hear them running past. That's the bomb drop for a minute, and those are seconds they don't have. Exist doing a great job here in picking up 2 big kills on Skadoodle and Rush, and Automatic, all he could do now is look for a couple of exit kills and maybe try and save the AK-47. Yeah, it's hard to tell what exactly the plan was.
That only works if Automatic is in like the staircase, right, or in those short sewers instead of out towards Monster Tunnel and everything. So yeah, they just didn't have the middle of the map secured to be able to make that transition. They had no time to really clear anything out. This is beautiful from Rain. Very, very strong. And then, yeah, Exist is here in the footsteps. He's got all the information and just delaying. Didn't even need to get those 2 kills, but just all the time that was spent. And a very solid first win for FaZe, which allows them to build up money. Now you can see more smokes and Molotovs in their side. Now they can do much, much more. Likewise, though, Skadoodle has an op of himself.
Yeah, a fun battle to watch in itself. Skadoodle versus Guardian. Deep smoke goes into the sniper spot to try and block that off. Nico could be in a little bit of trouble here. Behind the barrels, grenade in hand, getting shot at a bit, but still surviving. Exist is there to help him out. Nico will go down eventually. Kerrigan now moving into the ramp, getting the double spray, looking for a 3rd. He can't quite make it. And Exist goes down at the same time. So now it's a 2-on-2. Bomb is being at least faked. They did actually go through with it. Skadoodle waiting to see if anyone was going to move up. And Guardian and Rain patiently waiting on the other side of the wall. They're very close. And again, just a reminder, you can shoot straight through that box where Skadoodle is hiding. So we'll see if they're going to try that jump. It's so dangerous. Skadoodle somehow gets the kill on Guardian. Unbelievable. And now it's Rain. That Molotov will definitely force Skadoodle out. And he's going to get the kill regardless. Goes down to the flames. But what a way to end it. I thought they were going to lose that round for sure.
I did too. I didn't know if there was a chance. Skadoodle, you knew he was pinned down. That's so brilliant, that shot. Inside the bomb site, out-dueling Guardian. Just the jump even to find out where everyone is, and he saw way more than he wanted, but he gets the angle for the repeak. He baited out the shot with the jump, and then he's got it, and this is just, you know he has to peek. He knew it as well. Able to grab the kill before he goes down. Op not able to be salvaged by FNS in that round, but it's all right. They're going up against Pistols. That's a pretty harsh reset for a round that looked to be in FaZe's favor at one point. Good start for C9. 5 rounds in, and the USP from Nico makes that look easy.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a USP as well. Imagine if you had a slightly better pistol, then maybe you could...
A deagle, perhaps?
A deagle could be even more scary. Nice little boost.
Just pretty standard boost. I think Tarek's probably caught off guard. He was looking towards short when he got the initial dink came in, but from there, not able to connect on enough bullets. And Nico, at the moment, you can see just trying to gather information, trying to see if anyone's going to wander in. This is the play that's going to get Cloud9 back into it, though. Automatic just holding the angle, waiting for the mistake to be made, and punishes Kerrigan. Cloud9 still has no control over towards the A side of the map. Everyone's here at B, and Automatic just taking off heads. That is brilliant. Nico going to go for more. He's going to find Rush as well, but Automatic, 2 players lined up, and the transfer over, but Skadoodle steals that 5th kill.
He does. Not very gentleman-like.
Bastard.
Yeah.
They're going to have words about that later.
Well, then, that was a... They got way more out of that boost than I was expecting. Just the USP as well.
2 kills, yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite happy about that. But ultimately, it's a FaZe clan who are a little bit behind. 5-1. They've got money back again, but not an extraordinary amount. There's the FAMAS. There is no armor on Guardian. No diffuse kits either in play. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Nico quick to try and get down to that sewer tunnel. Not spotting anyone yet. See if Rain, since we've been hyping him up so much, can do the work over at the restrooms here again. We're all on the other side, so he's going to have a big chance here to maybe have some sort of impact. There's no one there to help him out either. Nico, well, they're quite far away. I guess Guardian is the close fire over at Long. There's the spray on one, but he will go down. A little bit of damage to FNS, but no chance for a refrag here, so... Got some information, but not much more than that.
Yeah, that is a very important kill for Cloud9. Look at all the space it affords them. There's only Guardian out towards Long, and even he, you feel like there's going to be a timer on how long he wants to stay there. Being bold as it is, but the middle of the map firmly secured by Cloud9. And essentially at this point, FaZe has to keep it honest with 2 players over towards A. That's why you're going to start seeing Kerrigan get aggressive, and look at this play out the door. Exist is forced back. There's Nico pouncing. What a reaction from Rush, though. Spam coming in makes Exist just stand his ground, and he's the only defender here. Goes back for more, trying to spray down a second, and now he's just got to get into cover. He's done everything he could to keep FaZe in this. Here comes the hit. He finally goes down.
That's a great flank from Automatic, sort of rotating around the bomb site to pick up Exist, looking for a double kill, almost getting it as well, but Guardian's going to leg him, and that'll be enough to get the kill. Now it's a 1 versus 2, and Skadoodle, he's already saved them once. Can he do it again? AK in hand, Guardian on the other side, making a job. That's a nice attempt. If he would have hit that shot, that would have been out of this world. Bomb is ticking, but they've got plenty of time. Deep grenade goes in. He knows one of them is low, but Guardian is the real problem. With that AWP, does have a lack of armor, so 1 bullet would be enough. Skadoodle going to pick up one. Guardian trying to see if he can get around the pillar and look for him. Time is running out. Guardian has to get this one. Skadoodle with the spray in. Guardian gets the shot, but there's no kit. He doesn't have the time. He's going to have to back it out. Skadoodle stayed alive just long enough to make that work. That is painful for FaZe.
That really is. 2 huge clutch performances for Skadoodle, and he's looked so revived after that immediate downturn after winning the major. All of Cloud9 looked pretty lackadaisical, but he has been playing so well since he declared he was stepping away from the game.
Yeah,
it's
took
almost
a time out, went to the spa, you know, got a little massage, and then...
There's been a lot of discussion on why he's been playing so much better since that announcement, and like why he ever thought about it if he's going to be playing this good, and I think a lot of it just is the pressure taken off of him, right?
Yeah.
Especially after being, you know, crowned as the MVP of the major. This isn't going to go well for Guardian. This is a fast hit towards that B bomb site. A nice change of pace for Cloud9. Guardian's not even looking this direction. Oh, but he somehow spins and gets 1. It doesn't matter. There's no chance to build upon that. But a good find at the very least. Fancy.
Yeah.
The question now becomes for FaZe is, are you out of this already?
I mean, you never want to call it early, but definitely
It's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking good, and I actually think for all the firepower and all of the, you know, just the pure fireworks that they've got on the FaZe side, they have had some horrible crumbles in the past where the whole building has just come down on them, and it's and they haven't made it out. No survivors at all, Moses.
No, it's
trapped in the wreckage.
It hasn't looked good.
First responders can't even hear you. Oxygen's
Just for
running
days,
out.
running out of food.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Great headshots at the end, but not enough to make a difference. Yeah, that's the one thing that I worry about with FaZe sometimes is that that they've sort of they do have a, like, when it goes well, it just goes so well that, you know, that those are the moments you remember, right?
Yeah.
But there have been some pretty high level games where they've stumbled and haven't got up again.
Yeah, obviously when, I mean, it's like a lot of the teams that have just a massive individual skill. The team more than the sum of its parts. Well, FaZe sometimes seems to have the opposite issue, where they just somehow aren't getting the production out of all these incredible players. They aren't getting the same level of production that you sometimes expect out of them, and it's not consistent. So, here at the moment, early in the day.
In fairness to their point of view,
okay.
If we wanted to make some excuses for them, I guess we'd have to say that losing the pistol round and then
getting a reset after the fourth,
getting a reset after the fourth will leave you in a strange economic territory where you can have a little bit of trouble, right? But
yeah.
But you know, there are a lot of other teams nowadays that are pretty good at converting like the odd CC round into a win, stuff like that. Like you'd want to see something like that out of FaZe. That'd be great, you know, just to get back in the game in some way.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Another chance here. Guardian with the AWP. They've had no shortage of the AWP on him, which has been great. They just haven't gotten the production out of it. Cloud9's put together a very nice T side so far. They're gonna go back towards that B bomb site, so completely avoiding A. And you can see this is one of those rounds. You mentioned Rain likes to get aggressive at times, but he's been put down pretty handily a couple times, and Cloud9 has gone over to clear out bathroom. So I get the sense that he's not feeling too confident to make that happen. And this is a pretty desperate scenario for FaZe, as they really need to win this round.
Yeah, that might well be the problem. And it's kind of hard to fake confidence. Like, I almost want to say, just why doesn't you sort of pretend, you know? But you have to be feeling it.
This is the thing. This is one of those rare windows in the half where Cloud9 is running out of money. There's only one player over, even $2,000, even $1,500 in the bank. You have a chance to reset. Tarek's going to get caught by that very same boost once again. Good find from Nico.
I'm surprised they didn't hear him drop down. See if Carrigan can stop them coming into the monster tunnel. He does get one kill. That's better than nothing. And Exist now on the other side, ready and waiting. The bomb is down. Exist with a great double spray. An automatic going to go down, make it a triple for the Swedish stand-in, surviving on just 1 point of health.
And they've done it. This should be a save from Cloud9. The only other option they have is allow Skadoodle to buy an AWP on his own, and everyone else gets some upgraded pistols. Brilliant hold from Exist. Good control. Even with that boost coming in, I don't think Cloud9 was expecting 3 players to be there.
I don't know if it was just a sound... Oh. That's a bit aggressive, isn't it?
Bold, one would say.
Yeah. I kind of like it, you know?
Yeah.
Just sensing the weakness in Cloud9, thinking if we can... Or, sorry, in FaZe, if we can do this, then maybe we can just break them all together. Crush their souls.
Carrigan's the first to go down.
My God, that is soul crushing. Getting killed with a CSAT 75. Nobody likes that.
Nice little drive-by up the stairs.
FNS. He was very good yesterday with the opening kills, FNS.
Yeah, he was
did a good job.
He was great. Well, here's Guardian. He's going to have a chance. It is Skadoodle with Tarek next to him, and Automatic actually finds one. That means they don't even have to challenge, so somehow FaZe getting picked apart with just the pistols, and Rain goes for the response, and there's the AWP. And how has this happened? How has FaZe just collapsed in this fashion? This is just such a clean, easy win for Cloud9, and if you're someone on FaZe right now, you've got to be feeling frustrated. This is like the head in the hands moment. Sigh of disbelief, and Guardian has a 1-on-4 to try and win. Already got 2 kills, and he's at least going to try and pressure this to give himself a chance. He doesn't have a kit, so these have all got to come out pretty fast, and that's not a great start. Flashing himself and dropping down.
Yeah, and the time that this has taken means everybody else has shown up to the party as well. Does get the information. Oh my God, what a shot! This is so ridiculous. How is it possible for one person to play like this? It's not going to change the round, but it's just out of control.
That is a great flick. Especially because he just gets banged in the face right through the wall.
It's insane. Well, I mean, I'm confused, Moses.
What can you say about that one?
I'm bewildered. I'm beside myself.
I think more than anything, that just shows how badly FaZe has been put in the back foot early on here in Overpass. When you see that their response across the map is individual pushes, right? There was nothing coordinated as a team to kind of get back from losing Carrigan and Stairs. It was what Rain pushed out of bathrooms, out towards Long, gets picked off by the AWP. Nico had to have pushed one of the sewers over towards the B bomb site, was picked off by Automatic. So that's just like everyone kind of getting aggressive at their own spot, right? That's got to be worrying if you're not feeling confident in how you can group up as a team and actually try and solve the problem. Another very harsh reset.
Yeah. Not looking very good at the moment. Skadoodle opening up and taking down Exist. Another grenade will go over the hedges just to try and see if they can find somebody. Peek there, and the instant refrag for FNS, who's still hanging on to the CSAT 75. That will be another clean round coming out, making it 9-2, favoring Cloud9 heavily at the moment. And again, the FaZe economy is all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I kind of would like to see them try and go, like, take Rain and Guardian, get a little hit squad out, play aggressive, you know.
You might as well now, right? Get aggressive. Go hunt down that opening pick and then kind of fall back into it. Tough part is, FaZe has just never been able to have all the utility, the kits they'd want. Remember, they lost that one clutch where they didn't have a kit because of that reason. And here's that aggression we like. Rain is pushed up towards Picnic. 2 players out towards Long. That's going to be Nico and Exist.
Yeah, this seems to be one of his favorite spots as well. And he's so good at sort of predicting the next attack or the next engagement. Oh, Tarek actually saw it coming. That's very smart from him. Rain still somehow gets the headshot, now trying to fall back. Can he get into a better position? Looking for the double, but Tarek is going to get him. And Skadoodle got Exist as well. 1 health left on Tarek. That is a huge play coming out of him in this round. Now, Guardian and Nico got to be wondering, how did that go wrong? There's a good kill, but ooh, that's the bomb as well.
Nico can win this round now. Cloud9 got spread out. They abandoned that bomb, and a big miss from Skadoodle allows this eventuality. Automatic. Does he see this play coming? He reads it, but he can't get the frag. 39 HP on Nico. Cloud9 in no position to recover the bomb. 45 seconds. There's plenty of time.
Oh, Guardian might find the perfect timing against Tarek. Shooting him straight in the back if he turns around. I think he saw it, scoping up, and Tarek couldn't hear it. So that is great timing for Guardian. Rush now. 30 seconds, I think, is one of the really big problems that he's fighting right now. It's just the time that's left. Nico trying to watch the bomb loosely. And he's going to be running the other way. He may have... Oh, he finds the one way out of that. If he's a little bit later down that stairwell, Guardian is spotting for it. See what Rush can do here. He's certainly going to get the bomb plant down. This is doable.
It all depends on where he goes after this, because obviously he can't know both players are going to come from the flank, so he's got to find a new position. This is the big battle. The first engagement, and Guardian's ready for it. Knows he can always fall back towards sandbags, and that's a quick shot. They somehow got themselves out of that. That was a 2-on-4.
Yes, it was, and those are the sort of rounds that are going to boost your confidence, right? That's going to make you think, oh, wait a minute, we do have players like Nico and Guardian that can really make that happen. Great kill on the guy carrying the bomb, and a good reminder that that does matter as well, you know.
Skadoodle misses a shot there, which he's going to be frustrated about. He's had a great game otherwise. 15-5 for the Cloud9 upper. I think the big thing was the two riflers, the 2 AK-47s, just got so far away from Skadoodle. He had low HP, he'd been legged, and he had the bomb, and there was no one really to help him move forward, so he was kind of stuck. Good free nade, deals some damage to Guardian. Make him think twice about getting too aggressive.
They come in this round phase. They're, well, same is true for Cloud9. Both teams are going to be out of money if they end up losing this one. So a pivotal round at the end of the first half here to try and decide if you can get a bit more on the board. I mean, if this finishes 9-6, I don't think FaZe exactly are going to be happy, but at least that will probably put them in the mindset of like, maybe we can come back, win the pistol round, then we're on our way back. If they can't make it 9-6, I think it's going to take a little bit more than that.
It would take some Herculean effort and probably a little bit of a collapse from C9 if they're not able to scrounge out some more rounds here, FaZe. But we'll see. This is one of the best chances they've had. Bathroom well in control with Guardian and Rain being aggressive. It's long, they don't really have eyes on, and they're okay with that. Figure they'll have some kind of indication a hit is coming there that they can react to.
Yeah, they're pulling Carrigan back now, so this could get a bit weird. Nice shot there, taking down FNS. Guardian is definitely on point today. You can tell, given the opportunity, he's going to get those kills. Looking for a second one. They might just see the shoulder of Russia on the other side. Is there going to be a grenade to help him out? One will come out, and Guardian going to turn around, try and help out Rain a little bit, who's close to the action now. 16 seconds on the clock. This is utter madness from Cloud9, leaving almost no time at all. And now, this kind of fight, they just don't have time for it. 9 seconds. They need to get that bomb, and I don't even think they can do it any longer. It's still dropped on the ground, and the time is simply going to run out here. Cloud9 just miscalculating that round.
Yeah, they really did a little bit just too far gone, and obviously that one kill onto FNS from Guardian lets them know there's going to be a staunch defense in bathrooms, and I think that's where you kind of get to the point where you could see Cloud9 didn't have an answer of how to continue to push forward. Guardian was able to have that position for just too long. At the end there, even Rush and Terra kind of giving up on the round, just trying to find some frags at the end just to, you know, keep the money low, see if they can win this one and reset FaZe to have an easier last round. But this is that opportunity we're talking about for FaZe. They have that chance now. 2 Deagles, a CZ, and an AWP and an AK for the T side for the offense.
See how it plays out. It's a good beginning assist. Still doing good work down here.
This is one of the few games where we've seen that boost be so impactful. Nico's had about 3 kills from up there. Now you have one on Exist, and opening on Automatic.
He's waiting on the other side, Skadoodle. He does have the AWP, so this is kind of dangerous for Guardian. Playing around even at the top of the smoke.
They did take the AWP away from Guardian that previous round.
Yes. Oh my god, yes he does. Down to 21 is Rain. That's one hell of a shot.
That's sick.
If that's a headshot and he just dies, then
one of us probably just starts laughing.
Yeah, that's and if you're on the FaZe side, you're not gonna see the fun at all. It's gonna be a couple of months before you can smile about that.
Tarek has enough presence over towards the B bomb site to have pulled a 3rd player onto this defense. If he gets any kills here, this can be so impactful. And oh, there's a flash. Poor timing for Tarek. That's unfortunate. Still almost able to spray blind, but there's some softened up opponents here. The Deagle and the CZs can do work. They need to find an opening kill though, and here they are jumping through. Flames are on the ground. Guardian gets a kill, and so does Kerrigan, and that should seal it. Skadoodle's going to try and save the AWP, but he's getting boxed in from stairs. I think he's just going to make it, but still the hunt is on.
Yeah, look at how low at least 3 of them are there on the FaZe side. So, I mean, a couple of more bullets somewhere could have made a big difference. Skadoodle trying to make it back, but he is very much boxed in. I don't see this ending all that well. Making a lot of noise, jumping down behind the stairs, but I think they're going to find him even after maybe the time has run out. Oh my god, he actually makes it. That's a big deal, though. I mean, obviously, as many people will already know, if you die on the T side after the time has run out, you don't even get the loss bonus, and you lose your rifle. So that would have been very bad.
They didn't have much of a loss bonus, though, and he was already pretty much at $0. So, you know, he wouldn't have been able to get a whole lot. It's actually more important that he has that AWP, gives them, you know, some kind of a weapon. So you like the save in that scenario. Good recovery from FaZe, on the verge of ending with 4 straight rounds to get up towards 6. That elusive 6 number that gives him a chance into the second half. And Cloud9 in this are way low on nades. Tarek has smoke Molotov, Rush has 1 flashbang, so they're going to be heavily reliant on Skadoodle to find them an opening kill.
They've done this boost before, and nobody really showed up in time for them to use it. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it. Does see the top of Tarek's face, but not enough to get the kill. And now they're being pressured back into the bomb site instead.
At least the defense has been forced back from Cloud9's POV. The fact that it's happened this early is great. Good kill from Nico. I don't think that was that. I don't know if that was a boost, but it's in that same spot. Actually, it might have been a boost. So again, they're punished by it. They're going to go for more, and actually FNS could hardly deal with it. Now some spam comes through. Nico and Exist tagged up. Nico is specially beat up to 9 HP. All of Cloud9 is here at this B bomb site. Great frag. 2 defenders. Guardian's on his way, and Cloud9, if they want to hit this, they've got to do it now. They just don't have a flashbang to even give him like that half-second jumping through the smoke. It's going to be so tough. And Exist could line him up, but he's not able to. FNS again with another entry, but the defense holds strong here. Guardian with the up again, traded out 2-on-2. And now the time has run out for Cloud9 in this round. Rain with the final trade. That'll be 6. FaZe manages to claw themselves back into this.
Man, if FaZe hadn't made that rotation as early as they did, that could have gone way out of control. And as you said, like, I mean, Cloud9 had a hard time speeding it up with no grenades at all, but still, early rotations can be, they can really, really backfire if you miscalculate, but they had the right call, and they ended up on the bomb site defending it well enough. So 9-6, as you said, and we'll see what happens in the second half. If Cloud9 win the second pistol, it still feels like it's going to be too far gone. I mean, you never know.
It's still a bit of a dicey situation for FaZe, considering they were just on the defensive side, the side that you usually expect to be, you know, the overwhelming, or the, you know, the favorited side to have the lead going into the second half. So the fact that they're not able to do that is, you know, worrying from the outside, but Exist has his charming smile on. So everyone's having a little bit of a laugh.
I mean, anytime you see Exists even smiling at all, you should be
a little worried.
Yeah, you know that.
That's when his other personality has taken over.
Yeah, I'd be scared. I'd be really scared. I've only seen that like 3 or 4 times in my life, Moses. I lived with him in my house for like 2 weeks. No, I'm just kidding. It is the 16th round, and we do have a smoke and a Molotov there on Guardian, and the smoke's on Carrigan, and a kit picked up on Skadoodle. Always the team player.
Always. Look at the aggression as well.
This is actually a variation of an Astralis pistol round. There you sort of end up pushing, and then if they go A, you're still pretty close in connector. Everyone's there. It's quite brilliant. I quite like it. You're
close to both sides, although Guardian has seen the aggression. That's a bold fight from Automatic. Straight up. He's got teammates behind him as well. Now he's going to come back to help Rushing to connect one. He's not able to. Automatic, though. The door opens. There's a second player here pushing forward. Rain. None of them connecting shots. None of them landing the kills until finally just now Kerrigan's alone, and Cloud9 just gets more aggressive, more in their face, and the bomb tumbles down the stairwell, and it's just Exists in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, brief win to what it would look like if you were drunk playing Counter-Strike for a little minute there. It was just like 4 or 5 people all missing all their bullets. It's fair play, though. I mean, they are playing on the stairs, and your recoil does go all over the place, and with Glocks and USPs, it's a little bit tricky. Still, they came out on top Cloud9, and now Exist. I mean, I don't envy him this task that he has ahead of him, trying to fight his way in. He's going to get shut down. Automatic to get the headshot, and a quad kill on top, by the way. 10-6, and that is a big win there for Cloud9.
Yeah, both pistols going their way now, which is usually like the #1 thing you point to if Cloud9's able to win this in a close fashion. You know, if it gets to 16-12, you're always like, oh, well, if one of the pistol rounds went the other way. So that's a big victory for Cloud9. They have to build upon it, though. You can see FaZe without the plant. They're not going to save for that 3rd round. They're investing fully into this one. CZ's, Deagle's, armor, and whatever utility they can get. Kerrigan going to use their only smoke to put out the flames. He wants to get a very quick angle to just pick off maybe one player. His teammate's waiting outside Monster. Rush is going to get close up. There's the flashbang in. He's not blind. He's almost able to spray him down, but Terran's here to hold the fort, and he's got 2. Not able to build anymore, but he's done great damage, and now it's just a matter of mopping up the remains, the leftovers, and it's going to be on Automatic to do that with a double.
So, good job on Cloud9. Good job on Tarek. When he goes for that pierce, that's a small detail, but it's worth. If you ever wonder, like, you know, how high of a level is someone playing at?
Yep.
You see people a lot of the time when they're peeking down towards that monster tunnel from the pillar on B-bomb side, they really overextend. Like, they get so far into the open that if they get challenged by 2 or 3 people at the same time, they're just never going to make it back. And you can see Tarek actually tried to sort of use the pillar as a defensive measure and try to sort of crouch back to it. So, good job on him.
Oh, God.
A lot of people coming. They don't have armor, though, so that from us is going to chew them up, and Skadoodle will close it out. So, not so bad after all.
It's the way you see him, like, miss the first 2 kills, they jump across, and you're like, oh, boy. Like, in that position as well, because I was thinking, in my head, as a player, as my play style, if I miss that first kill, I'm like, all right, I have to fall back. I have to get some space, and you can see Tarek is just like, nah, I'll just sit here.
Sound the retreat. I'm kind of... Did Tarek buy a scout?
Skadoodle bought the off and dropped the scout over.
Okay.
Tarek didn't feel like investing any money, so... Yeah, this is quite a bonus round. Skadoodle burning down to 55. He actually runs through a Molotov, but he's going to have great information peering through that short sewer and seeing nothing. Question is, how aggressive do they want to get behind that kind of angle from Skadoodle? Because you still have to assume someone is outside of Monster Tunnel. But at least they have control over towards sandbags, and it's all 5 players of FaZe going to start pushing towards bathrooms.
Little jump there, and I think FNS maybe saw that, so going to fall back now that he's been spotted. Go and help out Tarek instead. It's always a bit tricky when you double up on long, but not sort of forward, but this far back.
Especially with a scout and a FAMAS.
I hate this setup. I've said this for over a year, and Cloud9 have been doing it for over a year.
Yeah, well, they don't really like you much, do they?
Guess not. This is why I hated Moses.
Well, so nade damage at least is like a consolation prize, right?
The idea is that as they peek the corner, the guy in CT spawn will draw all the attention, and then the guy in the other corner will, FNS in this case, will spray them all down. And I just feel like 80% of the time it doesn't work.
Well, here's, oh my god, one Molotov could just ruin the day. 3 players behind the truck. But the big thing is that rotation is able to come in because they had such a good information gathering towards the B bomb site. The defense holding strong. Good trades, though, from FaZe. Existent Guardian low coming through the smoke. It's Tarek with the pistol. He just whips both of them in the face, doesn't he?
Just running out. That's actually a crazy play because if he goes down, it's a 2-on-1 with the bomb down instead.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's fully mental from Tarek. No, but nobody does this. Well,
Tarek
does. 13-6. Sometimes, Moses, it's good to just not overthink things. Just turn off that peanut brain and just...
Oh, the memes.
It's such a good meme, especially now that I hope he sells. I'm gonna buy one of those.
I was there, I think, the day that meme was created, way back when.
Yeah, I think you created it, didn't you?
No, it wasn't me.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, it wasn't all me. Molotov down on the ground. Rush is gonna push forward. Rain's able to get a kill with the CZ, but that Molotov is perfectly placed. Tarek doesn't spot Zist over the flames. 14 for Cloud9, so FaZe have one chance, really, Anders, to stay in this game. It's this next buy round. And they're going to have, not the full, actually it will be the full Uzi bonus after this round, so tough times for the FaZe team.
Yeah, didn't Eminem make a rap about that once? Having one chance?
Yeah, something along those lines. One opportunity.
Yeah, feels, it's been a while, but, you know, feels fitting at this moment.
That was like the Frag movie anthem of the first, like, 3 years of Counter-Strike.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we had that. We had obviously the Linkin Park era, which lasted for a while.
Still going on, some would say.
Yeah. Well, now we have copyrights, so...
yeah, now you're not so much allowed to do it.
It's got really tricky.
Hold the phone. We got some aggression, and ooh, there's a good find. No, he actually misses the shot, but there's the M4. Tarek had to fight his way back, and that much aggression really put off FaZe from challenging. They didn't want to chase these down, and there's actually more. FNS going to try and buy an opportunity. It's Rain coming upstairs to get the first kill, though. Good aggression to cut off the retreat, and that's the op down. Tarek's still sticking around, perhaps to help FNS, and this could backfire. If they have 2 players staying this aggressive, there's a chance for FNS, and Nico's going to just straight up outduel him, as you would expect, I guess. Oh.
That's some really, really good long-range tapping. Also, entirely unclear what the plan was for Tarek and FNS. I mean, it's fine having a double setup on long, but you want one guy to draw the attention, the other one to come out and surprise, or you want one guy to flash for the other guy. Like, you want something, right?
It was obviously a scenario where the main point of that round was the initial aggression with the op and with Tarek up towards Fountain. When they missed their chances there, no real game plan to fall back onto. They were kind of winging it and didn't look pretty. It's okay, though. They have rounds to play with, rounds to try these kinds of things. The tough thing for C9 is all 5 players staying alive in their first victory for FaZe is going to mean they're going to build up some money behind this. So Cloud9 there's still plenty of time, but they might have to start playing a more grindy style, as FaZe will never have like kind of a beat up or busted by, or at least not for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah. Into a bit of a position. Great triple for Nico, especially opening up on long. And it'd be great if they could get him firing on all cylinders. He's not doing badly. He's got 14 kills at the moment, so that's acceptable. But he obviously has a very high level. So you know, if we have a miracle and a comeback, it wouldn't be too surprising if it was someone like Nico powering the way.
I mean, this is one of the great strengths of this FaZe team. Is it wouldn't be surprising if it was Nico or Rain or Guardian.
Yeah.
So they've got some options. Only one of them really needs to catch fire. Initial shot missed from Automatic. A double op setup switched into for Cloud9. Everyone's starting to fall back. This is the entire defensive economy put into this round. So FaZe on the verge of breaking their money and then having an easier time getting, scraping together 1 or 2 more to close the gap. Flash for Nico to turn the corner. He's not going to see anything, but it's a very lonely, isolated defensive players here for C9 towards bathrooms. It's Skadoodle out towards long with the op and FNS right on the other side of this wall. Face-off moment for him and Nico.
Yeah. I'm liking it more now that Skadoodle's coming back into the A-bomb site and FNS is not quite as much alone. But I'm starting to doubt if Cloud9 have a very good handle on how to hold bathrooms and long. I feel like most of the setups are a little bit weird right now, which you could maybe understand why that would be with a new player in the squad. But it's obviously like they need some sort of trick, right? Like they need all they need are 2 rounds, right? So just come up with some sort of strange setup, find a way to find a flash timing against some of the players and make that work. It looks like we're going to end up at the B-bomb side though, where things could get a bit dicey. Automatic's down there though, covering the line with the AWP. So Tarek can rush as well. This could be a good defense. And
Scoodle is going to have a very fast rotation. He's at those CT stairs. Well, I think Automatic spotted the information. Certainly with the spam, calls out 2. Cloud9 expecting a hit. FNS will have a fast flank. Good frag from Rush to open it up. But the trade is in, and Guardian going to try and get more. Tarek with the response, and Automatic still here.
Great shot from Automatic. Skadul goes down in the meantime, but it's 4 seconds, and there's a kill from Automatic. Now behind the box, trying to shoot through it. Guardian in a lot of trouble, and Automatic will close it out with a quad kill. Very, very good defense put out from him. And you can see at the end, FaZe, when you have 5 seconds to put the bomb down, you can't even make any choices about how you want to play that. You just have to go for it. So 15 rounds now on the board for Cloud9. 1 away from winning map number 1 here, the best of 3.
Great kills from Automatic with the AWP. There's no utility in his face, no flashbangs, no smoke covering him off, and then this is where it's tough for Guardian, that flank coming in up towards sandbags.
One day, Moses, people will learn how to shoot through that box.
Okay.
I made a whole video about it. Nobody watched it. Which I guess is stupid of me, really.
It does make me laugh the amount of times I hear you say, I made a video about where you can spam.
I spent maybe...
And then I know that you just spent hours on end just running around maps looking for spam spots.
I think I spent at least 30 hours making that one video.
And if you attach a monetary value to those hours...
It's a complete waste of time. It's an utter waste of time.
But, you know, we all love that you do it.
Yeah.
Mostly for this level of misery.
It is one source of my unhappiness. Clash Royale being the other one.
Ooh. All right, opening the door, Automatic misses his shot, but gonna fall away. And here comes the hit. Actually, they're already through Monster. Tarek is, he's going for that free kill. He sees it. He's got to turn around now. They're already coming up the ramp. Double kill for him, holding the line, and Automatic as well with the op still doing damage. The op has 1 kill ringing out. Exist with 2 HP, and there's a flank coming in from A, but Exist can't really hold this. He has to bail out behind this wall of smokes. It's all on Nico. Nico's the one that has to create the opportunity for Exist, who's got to wrap all the way around towards A. And Nico's got such a good flank and such good positioning, he just might do it.
Oh, this is going to be very strange. Timing is almost everything. It's very hard for Nico to know exactly where they are, so if he overplays his hand, it could backfire. Skadul is right there, crouching in, sees the gun barrel, Nico, and he's going to get the headshot, and that will leave it in a 2-on-2. Exist is going to be rotating in. He's going to be there in time, but he can't spend too much time looking at all the corners. He needs to trust that Nico's pretty much cleared it all out, which he has.
And in Cloud9, this is one of the rare times we've just seen them frozen, almost in fear or indecision. They don't know really where to go. They're holding that B bomb site, not knowing that Exist ran all the way around. And now the only option available is to push up the stairs. There's too many angles to clear where Nico possibly could be. And Exist just has to stay alive. He's got some information now. He knows they're on the flank. But again, it's all going to fall on Nico.
So, well, Automatic has the kit. See if he can get onto the bomb at some point. Exist still alive, barely looking for that one headshot that he needs. FNS will take him down, and now Nico, the bomb is planted on his side, so this might actually work out. Grenade already put up. There's Nico going for the spray once, and Automatic inside the smoke. Nico will take him down. Triple for him, and that is the kind of play that they needed. Almost getting knocked out of this first map. Somehow surviving. Great flank, great patience.
Yeah, and that, God bless them for having that kind of a round, because they did not have a chance of winning over towards B, did they?
No, they got shut down quick.
Yep. 15-8, still a lot of rounds for Cloud9, and they're actually going to invest in this one, even though they didn't have to with this kind of a lead. It's double save territory, so let's see if they can make some magic happen. They have the setup for it. It looks like FaZe is going to be sending, 2-3 players down these stairs by Fountain, up Danger. Three players essentially here for Cloud9. 4 even if you count the bathrooms, and see how they can manage this. 2 flashbangs to use.
Getting close to that C-set 75 is Not a feeling you really want to experience. Although Rain at least got the one kill. Carrion coming in from the other side. A good cleanup there for FaZe. I always worry when people walk into that kind of a setup, but they handled it well.
It's a different American team who I feel like all their anti-ecos on this map always end up like going in down the, through that stairwell where the door is, and they always run into like it's Liquid who always like runs into like 3 or 4 seasons, and they've lost some critical rounds in that fashion.
Yeah, that really does happen.
Which always gives me a migraine. One of my sources of unhappiness.
Yeah. And yet, Moses, you can't quite let it go.
No, I love the pain.
Rush down to the B-bomb side. A little bit lonely. It looks like maybe Exist and Guardian are going to try and keep him company. Eventually. I mean, it's just a CSET 75, but still.
Yeah.
Not the best game that Rush has ever had.
No, certainly not. He's had the, I mean, yeah. I was going to try and find something to bail him out, but I can't even think of
Well, he did really good yesterday. He was having some really good rounds.
Yeah, he's earned an off day, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Or at least an off map.
He's going to be ready for map number 2 is what I'm saying. Oh. That is a good read for Rush. It's a shame that he can't follow up on it. Did get 1 kill. But we'll bring another round in the hands of FaZe. 9-15. And the money is just not there for Cloud9.
I think that's really the last time I want to see Cloud9 be a little over-aggressive with their purchasing strategy, with their kind of economy. I don't think they have their rounds anymore to kind of go for those sorts of buys. At this point in the game, is just maximize the amount of rifles you can have in your hand, right?
Yes.
So you know it was 15 days, you had 7 rounds, cool. You went for something, but from here on out, just do the standard saves. Make sure that when you have every single buy round you have as many nades behind them, you have all the kits you could possibly need. Make sure you have the AWP on Skadoodle, all of that. It would just be a shame if down the stretch here, FaZe is able to make a comeback and Cloud9 only has like 1 or 2 real buys. Yeah,
but that is the logic, right? If you just need to win 1 round and you have 7 or 8 tries at it, what are the chances that you win them with pistols or with rifles?
Yep.
So try and get as many rifles as you can. Good setup down to the B-bomb site for Cloud9. I don't think it's going to be put to use, but I like the fact that they've got FNS who's holding a sort of a flashbang, and then the rest are ready to set up and run into any kind of a fight. It's a good idea. It's worth trying.
Good idea. Wrong side of the map that they choose to set it up on.
Yes.
So if FaZe keep pushing forward, they're just going to find an open bomb site, which would be quite nice. Quite nice indeed. They're going to go for the full-blown hit. Smokes out, flashes, Molotovs, the whole burger. Anders.
As we like to say. Yeah, it's gonna be a tasty one as well, Moses. What's your favorite thing to add to a burger?
Pineapple.
Why are you like this?
I don't really have one, to be honest. I think I'm a pretty big fan of just the standard cheeseburger.
Yeah. Good. I'm happy you said that.
Okay.
If you had said like coleslaw or something, I would have
lost your mind.
Yeah, we would have had to have ended the broadcast.
Well, there's that flashbang, and not able to commit with it. And this is kind of going as expected. Although 1 kill from the USP, that was kind of cool. You could all the bullets just like hitting the metal as well.
That was a good sound.
Yeah, it was cool. Made you feel like you were really immersed in the action.
I like that. When we get to that stage.
It's what it sounds like when you like go paintballing and you hear all the paintballs hitting all the obstacles behind your head.
You know, I've never gone paintballing.
Not even in Ohio after the Columbus major?
No, I wasn't there. I had to go home quick for some reason. But we used to have the like the airsoft guns that don't shoot like the
the pellets, not the paintballs. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to shoot at each other with those when I was a kid, and we didn't have any protective gear or anything either. Cause
that's about the dumbest thing I've heard all day. It's still early as well. You have a chance to top that later on.
Oh, we could definitely do that. That was on the light end of the dumb stuff that we did.
I actually have an airsoft story. I'll tell you in the break. No one else will care about it. 15-10 coming out of the tactical pause as Cloud9 take a breather, talk things over. They have all the rifles. Missing kits, so keep your eye on those post plants. It might have to be quick retakes for the defense. Skadoodle has his op, so does Guardian.
Yeah, I feel like at this point everyone is just holding their breath thinking, come on Cloud9, surely they can do this, because if it goes into overtime, it's like the whole sort of mentality of the game just changes. Then suddenly FaZe are absolutely going to be fired up. Oh, and there's smoke. It's going to be Exist going down. That's a nice little peek from Automatic. Playing it very well. First step in the right direction here. Looking for a bit more. That's long-range spray. Rain controls it very well. And now they want to see if they can hunt down the next player. Skadoodle falling all the way back with the AWP. Sees the smoke. Now he has to get this next kill. Backup is coming in, but it's going to have to be really quick to help him out. There's a nice kill. That's the bomb down as well. See if they can rush him down. Skadoodle with the no-scope taking him down. And now it's all on Nico. 1 versus 3. He's going to get one more headshot. He's got a minute, but there is a flank coming in from Automatic. Tarek's on the other side. That smoke is going to go up, and Nico's going to go for the full plant. Not even going to try and fake it. So now the bomb is down. And as you said, no kit, so they can't wait forever. They're going to have to try and see if they can lock him out of this one. Just waiting in the corner. He's got nowhere to hide. If they fight him at the same time, there's no way they could do this. Just hoping that they don't peek at the same time. Got spotted out. Long range tap gets the headshot now. Tarek on the other side. Oh my god! Nico taking down another quad kill and saving the round once again for FaZe, keeping them in the game. This is outrageous.
Daddy's home. That's a beautiful tap on the first player. This is, I mean, just an incredible round for him, and that's such a good adjustment because Tarek had spotted him out, so Tarek was just hiding. He said, all right, this is where he is. Let Automatic take the action, and I don't think they expected him to go down so quick. Especially because it started with such a great start on that defense with Skadoodle getting that first kill, builds upon it as well, and ooh, all right. Automatic has really punished Exist a couple times, but can't get the follow-up with that AK-47. You have to say, that previous round, that is an awesome call from Kerrigan or whoever made it on the FaZe side of things to just pick up the pace towards that A bomb site, because once they get that kill on FNS, they realize they've lost their presence at the B bomb site, and it just takes so long to readjust, and then you're kind of, you're spending so much time clearing things out, regaining a hold over towards the B bomb site. So just to call that hit at the A site when you realize you have a moment of opportunity where it's essentially a 4-on-1 at A if you can get in quick enough. They do miss that timing a little bit, but you have to admire the call.
Yeah, I agree. And we've already seen what happens when you sort of run out of time. That's happened a couple of times to FaZe, so
yeah,
don't want to be in that situation again. Seems like it's going to be a 12th round here for FaZe. There's not really much that Rush and Tarek could do. So they're just going to be hiding on the other side of the map. My god, I thought that was going to be it. I was ready for map number 2.
I think a lot of people expected that to be it. 15-12 will be the score after this round. Tarek and Rush would love to just grab an AK-47, but they'll have the full losing bonus on the Cloud9 side. So, again, anything they could want, they'll have the kits back in their hands. They're going to have all the nades. They're going to have all the rifles. But this has been a phenomenal run on the T side for FaZe after that initial slow start. Look at the starts they've had in each half, though, Anders. It's 6-1 in the second half.
Yeah.
For Cloud9, and then in the first half, it was 7-1.
Yeah, so that does say a little bit, doesn't it? Like,
yep.
When you get that kind of a start, you should be winning the game, probably.
You didn't even shoot that shot.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. The way that Nico's been playing in the last, 4 or 5 rounds has just been out of control. Like he was at 14. He was sort of, middle of the scoreboard on his own team. Now he's overtaking everybody else. Only Rain can even halfway keep up, and this is just impressive.
It's obviously the clutch was incredible, but also that previous round he has that flank when he's in the A bomb site and he allows Exist to rotate all the way back around from a failed B hit. So he's just making plays for the squad.
Oh god, they used the slide. The cameraman used the slide. I'm so happy, Moses. Can they use the swing? There are swings out there, please.
You've lost your marbles.
Yeah, but that happened a long time ago, so.
Yeah, good point. Double op setup for Cloud9. Skadoodle and Automatic. Skadoodle and FNS have kind of switched sides of bathrooms that they're protecting. But you're right. You mentioned it earlier. You didn't feel confident in this kind of the way that Cloud9 was defending bathrooms, and it looks like FaZe is feeling kind of the same way as they're applying a lot of pressure on it repeatedly. And Cloud9 haven't really shown that they're willing to kind of stay aggressive and fight it. As they fall back into the bomb site very quickly.
But I kind of like this choice, though. I mean, it's a bit risky, but now they've said, okay, we can't hold A with 2 people. We're just going to pull a third one over here. That obviously leaves the risk at B, but it might pay off if they actually go for it. 45 seconds on the clock, and FaZe need another 3 rounds in a row to put it into overtime. Cloud9, they have the manpower here to stop it. That boost, though, could backfire. The spray is in, and it just completely falls apart.
Listen, if you hate that setup out towards long, I hate that boost over towards that sign. That boost, I feel like, just throws that defense into hell. There's no way to recover. If you miss your timing, if they get too close without you spotting them, well, just as exactly what happened, there's no way that you can recover from it. You have 2 players dedicated to that. Tarek probably feels like he needs to make something happen to stop them from turning the corner on him.
Well, ideally, Tarek should probably be holding long at that point, right? Like, since he's in the bomb side anyway, there's no point in having a boost to hold restrooms and then also have Tarek holding restrooms, you know?
Yeah.
So you probably should be a little bit further back towards the SWAT truck and trying to sort of keep an eye on it.
Even then, though, you can't really hold it, can you? You can spot it, you can maybe get 1 kill, you can't actually stop it from coming in. Yeah, just, I'm not a big fan of it. I know we've seen it work in the time, but it's designed to get a pick, right? And the fact that they did it kind of in the middle of the round means they kind of missed that window of opportunity. They didn't expect that pressure to come from long so quick. You can see, I mean, they're turning around and what Kerrigan's already passed him.
Yeah. Just waiting for death, Moses, at that point.
Well, that beautiful lead that Cloud9 had at one point, what was it, 15-8?
Yeah, they were 15-13. They were really, really far ahead. I'm getting a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. They saved both the AWPs in that round, and they can buy a little bit more. At least their round loss bonuses started to kick up. All 5
it's
of
maxed
them.
out, yeah.
Yeah. 3,400 per loss at this point, so it's not too bad.
Even if they lose this one, it's not going to be a great buy in the last round. So this is probably the best, the last chance, the best chance, or the best last chance, whatever. How are you going to say it? Speaking of losing your marbles,
I feel like I was weighing the option of if I should try and save you from that, or if I should just keep it going, because I thought it'd be entertaining for all of us.
Well, thanks for the choice that you made.
Yes, indeed.
This time, FaZe switches it up over towards the B bomb site, all 5 players, and ooh, they're going to come through it very quickly. Rush on the other side of this. He can hold it down. There's 1, there's 2, and he's holding them back. That's 2 dinks, and this is going to be the end. Rush. We said he didn't have the greatest game, but he has a heroic performance when it's needed. He started to get very sketchy, but he closed it out, 16-13.
Yeah, he was saving it all for the end, apparently. Great way to finish, and obviously, when you're already in that tunnel, the smoke goes down right in front of them. So you can either sort of say, okay, we're going to give it up, we're going to fall back, and they obviously made a split-second choice and said, we're going to come through, right? And Rush was in a perfect position. So really well done. It took longer than we were expecting there, Cloud9 to close out the game, but with such a good start, it felt like they sort of deserved it at the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, and it goes back as well. You know, when they win the second, they won both pistol rounds. They had the 6-1 start, the 7-1 start, so I mean, you can't start that way for FaZe against a team like Cloud9. And also, I think, you know, just in regards to that very last round, if you're a FaZe fan, if you're rooting for FaZe in this, if you're, you know, Yanko sitting in the back watching Nico play, you're probably so frustrated to say you have this amazing comeback, and you hung the whole thing on running through a smoke.
Yeah.
And that's got to be frustrating.
I like it when Yanko's not happy. Generally means that we get some good stuff on the
You just like
desk.
to see all of us miserable, don't you?
That's true. That's true.